Go Broncos.
Hey.
We're in the Key Demos wrestling reviews, and we're going to review episode 492 of Ring of Honor. I still don't know when it comes out on the website, but we may be late, but oh well. Either way,
We're a couple of days late.
I am Zero the Hero, and he is.
Not Super Mario.
And yeah, let's get
Happy
right to
Friday,
it.
everybody.
Happy Friday. All right, so the first match was
So,
the Briscoe
well,
brothers.
against La Faction Inc. something. I don't know what they were called. La
Were they a faction?
Faction. Huh?
Were they a faction? It
Well,
was
that was
just
the name of their team, La Facción Ingon. I don't know what it was.
well,
Something like that. But
it was
okay.
Kenny King and Dragon Lee versus the Briscoe brothers, and I was pretty hyped up to see my first Briscoe brothers match. I had seen one in highlights, and Cornette is high on them, so I was excited. The problem was, I think in this match was Dragon Lee. I believe that because he to me he ruined the whole match. He just kept no selling, and I think
Yeah,
because of that, they the Briscoe brothers had to kind of like give and be like, we'll work with you, and we'll like just make sure you take our take our bumps, and we'll no sell and just go like 100 miles per hour. So I think that's what went on here, because the ref was getting buried, and I don't
yeah,
feel
he was
like
just standing around looking at
yeah
everything, like not paying. Yeah,
yeah. So I don't feel that was the Briscoe brothers style, because Cornette would hate that. So I'm putting the blame on Dragon Lee, because it's always the luchadors. But yeah, what'd you
wow.
think?
This was my second time watching the Briscoe brothers. I saw them, I think, in 2019 in the Crockett Cup against the Rock and Roll Express, which I was surprised that they were still wrestling.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, the Briscoes look pretty good in the ring. I mean, I never understood why they are so over, why Cornette's so over on them. I can see why. I mean, they're very good in the ring, but you look at them like, man, these guys look like bums. You look like they look like you got them off Valley Boulevard. Well, for those of you that don't know, you'll get it if you live or you know about Valley Boulevard. Well, yeah, but I was pretty excited, and you know what? To me, this match was good, except for, like you said, Dragon Lee. Uh, what was the other guy? Kevin King.
Kenny
Uh,
King.
he, Kenny King.
Yeah.
Kenny King. Yeah. He was actually better than the Dragon guy.
Oh yeah, a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. So I wish he would have been in it more, but I liked watching the Briscoes in this match. They lost by a roll up, right? Who cost them the match? I
It
missed that
was
part.
it was Flip Gordon, and
Okay, I thought it was EC3.
yeah,
Okay, so they lost because Flip Gordon, and now they're the number one contenders for the tag team titles, right?
yeah.
Okay, and then Kenny. Oh no, yeah, Kenny King got the roll up on one of the Briscoes, right? I don't know the Briscoes names
Yeah,
after the interference.
Jay
Yeah,
Briscoe and the other one, I kind of forgot his name
yeah.
already.
Anyway, after that, EC3 came out and cut a promo. Maybe you can explain that part to me, because I was like, you probably had to be following this story because it was just about honor and
I'm
something.
not entirely sure either. Clearly, it was his debut, and the announcers try to play it off as EC3 was trying to test wrestlers, so he paid off Flip Gordon to interfere, and
Okay.
then apparently he respects Jay Briscoe, so he tried to test him. I think that's what was going on. I'm not entirely sure either, because like it's his debut and we're new to this, so kind of
Okay,
lost.
so that was EC3's debut.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought he had already been there for a while.
yeah. So it was a good match. It's just the Dragon Lee spots where he just no sold the offense and just started to attack Jay Briscoe over and over. That upset me. I was like, he killed the whole flow, and then yeah. So
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a good opening match, and the EC3 promo, I didn't understand it, but I guess you have to be following it.
yeah.
But
Then the next match was Mike Bennett versus I don't know his first name, but his last name
Bateman,
is Bateman.
yeah.
And pretty interesting intro. I don't know how the fans would react to his intro, pretty interesting, and that chick doing these weird hand motions, I actually kind of worked for some reason. Um, First time I seen Mike Bennett, I know that he was in WWE, but I've never seen him. You probably have.
Oh, didn't until he wrestled Nick Aldis. I think you might have seen that too
I've seen
recently.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I saw him wrestle. So I didn't know if he was a heel or facing this match or Bateman. I don't know what was going on here. Apparently, it was a grudge match.
Yeah. So pretty much there's some kind of storyline that we don't know about. But that said, the match started off really good. Mike Bennett showed like a lot of aggression, like it actually seemed kind of real, even though we know it's fake. Started off good. Then towards the middle, they start to go towards those chop spots and everything, and then it just kind of fell apart. And to me, it kind of lost its flow towards the end. But it was a good intro, and then obviously with the post match, it was
Well, during the match, they seem to be taking too many breaks for me, like
yeah,
chopping and then
yeah,
stopping. I
exactly.
was like, wait, what's going on here? Why are they taking so many breaks? Bennett got the win, right? With a power driver.
Yeah.
And then I was questioning, like, wait, why does Bateman have a valet if she's not even doing anything? She couldn't have done any interference for him. And I didn't know this. Is there a 20 count when you're outside
Yeah.
the ring?
There's a 20 count outside the ring, and
Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
Because I was wondering, like, wait, well, seems like longer, but I was like, wait, these guys have been out there for 5 minutes or so outside the ring.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it's a 20 count.
So apparently, well, all this was the face in this. He just wanted revenge because apparently they tried to break his leg, but they, they stopped them from breaking his leg. So it's some kind of faction. I forget their name. Was it like not Retribution? That's WWE, right?
Yeah, Retribution WWE.
Something that started with the R. But to me, the guy on the camera seemed like a wannabe Bray Wyatt for some reason. He just gave me those vibes. Um, I didn't think too much of the post match. It is interesting to like see like a baby face saying, "I'm gonna start breaking your guys' legs if you don't give me the match," which is not really a face move, but I
Yeah,
mean, kind
that's
of.
why I couldn't figure out who the face or heel was in this.
Yeah, so it just seemed to me like it was just guys who were pissed off because they try to, they tried to injure them. So they kind of want to revenge. So I understand that. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I'm not too interested. I am interested, but I'm not too interested just because, like I said, it just gave me like a Bray Wyatt kind of stable thing going on in a way for some reason. I don't know, but that's just me.
So, but what'd you think of the match overall? What would you give it?
The first half was good. The second half, eh.
Yeah, I was pretty slow. I was like, I don't think these guys have the stamina for this kind of match. Well, maybe Bateman.
Yeah. And then it ends off with the Mexa squad.
Mexico, what do you got against the Mexican squad?
Ugh, I'll get into it. Mexa squad versus the
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Shane Taylor or Sean Taylor?
Shane
One of
Taylor
Shane
Promotions.
Taylor Promotions. I
Now, this
like,
is the 6-man tag team titles, right?
yeah, the
Even though
trios.
they should be called the trios.
So last week was the first time I saw Ring of Honor. I liked the trios. It was really good. It was well done. This one to me just seemed like another lucha libre type style match where the small guys were getting too much offense in on the big guys, and that just looked unrealistic. And then the same old cliche spots like 10 topes suicidas, then like a double tope suicida, no, like a yeah, two topes and the moonsault. It's a
And
very,
they're waiting outside to catch them,
yeah,
right? I
that.
knew that was gonna get to you.
So yeah, so I'm not racist against Mexicans because my parents are born from Mexico, but I can't stand luchadors. I can't stand them, not in this generation at the very least. So when I saw Dragon Lee and then I saw Mexican Squad, I knew it would kill the whole match, and I was right. The first match sucked because of Dragon Lee, and this last match sucked because of Mexican Squad. So I was happy.
I don't
Huh?
know, Shane Taylor and their tag team, they look a little slow to me. or was it because Mexico?
Yeah, of course. But I feel that Shane Taylor promotions, the whole stable, I like them a lot. I just didn't like their opponents. So I was happy at the fact that Mexico Squad lost. It means that we'll no longer see this trio ever again, at least anytime soon. So I'm happy to see, guys who can actually wrestle go up against other guys. Like I know that it's that group from last week, I believe the Foundation. They have six guys, so they might challenge them, because I know that hold on, never mind, wrong wrong tag team. But point is, yeah. So I'm happy to see big guys actually wrestle, and I don't mind small guys wrestling either. But it's good to see big dudes, so the smaller guys who are baby faces can fight from underneath. So I like that a
Okay, so
lot.
Mexico was the baby face. I can figure that part out either.
Yeah. So I did like the intro. The intro had like a handshake, and I thought, huh, Shane
Yeah,
Taylor.
that's why I couldn't figure out. Wait, so who's the baby face? Who's the heel?
No, it was obvious because Shane Taylor Promotions was just trying to like trick them, right? So once the bell rang, they tried to ambush them. At that point, I thought that's a good heel move. You kind of trick them, and then you just start attacking them. So that was good. So overall, that was my favorite part of the whole match, was the intro, and I like Shane Taylor's offense, because the other two big guys, they sold for the luchadors. Shane Taylor, I think he only took like one or two spots, but every other luchador, he just catch them, just ragdoll him, and toss him. That to me is why I like him, because he says, screw this, I'm gonna just be a big man. So I respect him, and yeah, your
Yeah,
thoughts on that?
no. Shane Taylor's the number one contender for the Ring of Honor title, right?
I
So
don't know. I just know that he's
that's
gonna
what they said.
face.
He's getting a shot next week. So that'll be interesting because from what I've seen, this guy runs out of gas pretty quick. But hey, I mean, he's been on a roll. Apparently, he's been a lot of the top names in Ring of Honor. So this should be interesting to see how he does next week. I mean, I don't even know who the Ring of Honor champ is, so maybe he's exactly the same in a
Well,
sense.
we'll see next week. I know next week we'll have the tag match with the Foundation. I like Jay Lethal from Impact when I used to watch TNA, and his partner. They're pretty good. So I'm not looking forward to Dragon Lee again. So hopefully he just loses and goes back to Mexico. I'm already tired of him. Unless he's signed to Ring of Honor, then well, that's it. But point is, next week hopefully it won't be like it was this week, and hopefully um the match is decent. Then yeah, so I haven't seen this Roosh guy wrestle, but I like his promos. So it'll be interesting to see Shane Taylor go up against Roosh. I know that he has his own faction as well, so I expect some heel tactics, which is kind of weird because Shane Taylor's a heel and Roosh is a heel, so I'm kind of iffy about that. But
Um, well, this was my first time watching Ring of Honor. I could tell they need the crowd,
yeah,
but I do like these short shows, 3 matches, and they go through them pretty quickly, except for the middle one, like Bennett versus
yeah,
Bateman. That one
that
felt like it dragged, but other than that, I like the flow of the show. Uh, you can see a lot of the AEW style right here.
Yeah, but you know what? It seems to me that they're trying to cycle it out. Like they made Mexico Squad lose, and Dragon Lee, well, he's still there, but they're actually putting in wrestlers, because I was hearing that they're trying to take it more seriously. So I had heard that they got Danhausen in there. So I don't see him, and hopefully he never returns, because that guy is just another cosplay wrestler. So hopefully they keep it serious, because last week's episode, when I first saw it, it was really good, really good. I like the packages before the matches to hype up the matches. Um, I didn't see it much this week with the first match had no package, and if it did, it was probably short. The second one had no package, which that match needed a package to kind of tell the story between Bennett and Bateman. So I was kind of confused there. And the last one, it also had no package. So it was pretty weird to not see those promo packages, but next week, hopefully they have them. But yeah, it was an okay episode.
Well, it was okay to you, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
for being a bad show to you, to you.
There, it was an okay show, but even then, I mean, compared to other promotions, it's just a lot better, in my opinion.
Maybe that's what it is. We've just been watching too many bad promotions.
Yeah,
This
probably.
one was a breath of fresh air, even if it's a disaster at some
Yep,
parts.
exactly. Like even the luchadors in this episode, they weren't too botchy. They were, kind of fluid in some ways. They did no sell some stuff, but it still looked decent compared to other luchadors that just don't know what, or just high flyers that don't know what the hell they're doing and screw things up. So it was decent.
Yeah. Well,
And
any more thoughts? That's it for me.
no, that's same thing. We look forward to the next
Good
one.
episode.
Yeah, so we don't know when it's up on the website, so I'll keep an eye on it. But with that said, I am Zero the Hero, and he is.
Not Super Mario.
We are in the Key Demos Wrestling
Wrestling.
Review, and we'll see you in the next one.